Good evening. I'm Heather Messing with Wednesday Night Live. We're here with Kirsten Tremblay. She's here to talk to us today about the issues of global warming. Kirsten, what roles does human activity play in the current global warming trends?
Well, a variety of greenhouse gases collect in Earth's atmosphere and keep the planet warm enough to sustain life. This actually occurs through natural processes. For example, humans and animals inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Plants absorb carbon dioxide while growing, but release it as they decompose. The decomposition of the cattle manure and peat releases methane, and even stronger but shorter-lived heat-trapping gases. Human activities also produce greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide is released when we burn fossil fuels to produce electricity, heat our homes with oil, coal, or gas, drive our cars, or switch on our natural gas stoves for cooking. And landfills release methane into the air as our garbage decomposes. Such activities have significantly increased the quantity of several heat-trapping gases in the atmosphere over the past few centuries.
So you're saying human and natural causes cause these increased greenhouse gases up into the atmosphere?
Yes.
Now, Kirsten, is extreme weather linked to the global warming trends you're speaking about?
I think yes, because due to the amount of downpours, heat waves that have happened in the past, such as in Russia last year, to the recent tornadoes and hurricanes in the US, I think the cause of the temperature rising is because of human activity as well. The greenhouse is pumping too many gases up into the atmosphere that weakens our lower atmosphere, which is our supply of oxygen that we breathe 24/7. And glaciers are melting rapidly, which are ruining the lives of animals such as polar bears and seals.
So you're saying that not only the polar ice caps melting are destroying the habitat of the polar bears, but it's also destroying other wildlife that feed the polar bears. The ecosystem itself is completely affected.
Yes, and not entirely, because of course the fish, there will always be a lot of fish, but more area that they have to swim, the more fish that are going to swim far away from the polar bear's habitat and they won't have enough food to feed off of. So yes, exactly.
So what else can you tell me is linked to global warming?
Well, actually I could say that cars, gas, and substances caused by human activity are also ruining not only the ecosystem, but also the world itself. The world is a living thing, and even though it is powerful to hold millions and millions of people, it has the hardest job of us all by keeping us alive. It's the main point. And quoted in an article, the sea levels are rising off as much as 20 feet because of the Greenland ices and glaciers up north, risking flooding. Things are happening at a fast pace, and scientists fear we are deteriorating the Earth very slowly. We need to act now to save the planet. Not only do scientists notice the planet's cry for help, but the public has started to make commentary. The public urges for cars to use less gas, lower plant house energy, regulating greenhouse gases. And the reason why cars need to lower that is because a lot of people are driving everywhere, and even from like their house to the convenience store, which is easily like a block away, that they can just, maybe get up and take their bike and ride to the convenience store, which is, right around the corner, instead of driving and releasing more gases into our atmosphere and ruining the planet.
So really we need to work to get more of the general public to pledge for the environment and to follow these standards. Doesn't the EPA have standards on emissions?
Yes, I believe so. And I know that, in the past, how humans used to do it, they didn't have cars back then, and how would you get from one place to the next? They would have to walk.
So what can society do to reduce the emissions that we're creating that contribute to these greenhouse gases?
Well, I feel like people should use their vehicle less often, as I said before. Riding a bike or taking a walk to the store will help reduce gas emissions by a whole lot. Another thing that reduces gas emissions is to drive more moderately. Some people like to accelerate, like the speed racers, and the more that you accelerate, the more gas that's pushed out into the air that we breathe. Keeping your vehicle in good condition is also very helpful. It can help reduce fuel consumption. Proper tire inflation reduces fuel consumption and also provides more safety for the driver. Also, using your microwave more than your stovetop helps reduce the amount of energy used as well. And pretty much a lot of the little things that we can do can help save this planet. If we just contribute the time and effort, we can do it.
So really any average citizen could just take 5 minutes of their day to look at their usage of their car and appliances within their house, and they could probably make a list of 5 to 10 things that they could do to help the environment.
Yeah, and also recycling, even though that's a very general term, you know, people should recycle their water bottles and the milk cartons, everything, you know, and their newspapers, you know, it really helps a lot with the saving the planet, pretty much.
Well, thank you for coming to speak with us, Kirsten. We'd like to take this moment to take a word from our sponsors.